Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Michael's Diamond World. And today, I am going to be working on the underground village once again. So, last episode, I started doing some of the interior building with some of the shops. And I did a little bit of work off camera with it. And I've added in all of the stone bricks on the walls, so the walls are finished. I also filled in the floor, so the floor is done. And I also added in a little bit of wooden supports as well. So I'll show you all that here in a second. But first, I must pick a dog for today's episode. So let's go ahead and push the button, and today's dog is going to be Mr. Sparky. Where's Mr. Sparky at? Here he is. So we'll go ahead and grab Mr. Sparky here, and let's head over to the village, and I can show you what I worked on building off camera. So right over here is the village. I've also got the pumpkin and melon farm over here, which is pretty much ready to harvest. So I want to go ahead and harvest this real quick. There's like a few pumpkins and melons that aren't grown, but it's pretty much ready to harvest. So let's go ahead and get Mr. Sparky here to sit down so he doesn't get in the way of the machine. But the way this works is all I have to do is push this trapdoor over here, and it should go ahead and push its way through the pumpkins and melons. And as you can see, it breaks them all. And then you just run around here, pick up all of the crops. Oh, wait, did it get stuck in the ice? I think I might have gotten stuck in the ice. That's not good. I might have to take the boots off for this. But it harvested all of the crops, which is really cool. So I'll go ahead and pick up all this stuff. And there we go. I've now got a nice fresh farm. Now, the one thing you do have to do with this flying machine is you do have to swap the pistons around, because the redstone works a little bit differently in the Bedrock edition than it does in Java edition. So normally you wouldn't have to do this if you're building this in Java edition, but there we go. I've just swapped it around, so now it'll go back the other direction. So let's see how much I got. I got 6 pumpkins, and I got 37 melons, and I think I might have left one over here. Here it is. I got 7 pumpkins. So there we go. I've got all the pumpkins and melons now. So let's head over to where the new village part is at, and it's right here. Now, eventually, I did want to put the piston door in. I don't have the stuff to do that today. That's going to be next episode when I make the door. But this is what I worked on off cameras. I added in this wood bit right here that helps support the tunnel. I've also added in some more wooden supports. I've also got all of the walls done. So the entire wall is filled in with bricks now, which is pretty cool. Now, it is kind of dark down here because I've got the ray tracing on. I'll probably turn it off so that way it's easier to see. But it definitely makes this place look really cool. I just need to get a few more lanterns in here. I've put up some torches, which definitely emits a lot more light than the lanterns do. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the ray tracing off so that way it's a little bit easier to build down here. And today I'm going to be starting to build some of the living areas. So the idea for that is I wanted to add like some sleeping pods like in the wall. So I'm going to have probably like a door, and then like one block, and then another door, and then there's gonna be another block, and there's just gonna be like a bunch of these like little tiny like hallways that lead into different rooms. The only thing is I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put them in here, because I know for sure this area right here is the edge. Like that's the outside. If I break these blocks, that would be like outside of the mountain. So I'm gonna probably have to build them over here. And I could put in, like, maybe some more shops there. I wanted to put some more shops on this side. I think it might be easier because the hill that I'm building in goes that direction. It'll probably be better to dig this out and put the little sleeping areas in there. And then move some more shops over on this side. But I think we might have enough shops down here already, so I don't think I really need to add too many more. But this is what it looks like so far. So I'm going to go ahead and switch back to normal Minecraft and turn the ray tracing off. Okay, so I've just switched back to normal Minecraft now. It's definitely a lot brighter down here. So I can go ahead and get rid of a few of these torches now that the ray tracing is off. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with digging out the wall here. So I can actually put in these new little, like, houses. The only thing is, I haven't really figured out how I'm going to build these. The idea is to have a door, and then they go down to, like, different layers. So we'll have, like, one level here, and then we'll have, like, the other one that's next to it right here will go, like, either deeper than the first one, so that way they hopefully won't connect together. Or I could just have, like, one big room that's down here, and then all the villagers are in one big room. That might be another option. Now, the other thing is there is the skeleton dungeon down here. And, oh, here it is right here. I wanted to turn this into an actual farm, and I gotta be careful that Mr. Sparky here doesn't go after the skeleton. So I'm gonna go ahead and have him sit. But this area right here might be better just to have this as the entrance to the skeleton farm. Because right in here is the skeleton spawner. So I'm going to be using this. So I'm going to go ahead and block this up real quick. So that's going to be the entrance to the skeleton farm. Which means I'm not really going to be able to put any of the villager houses down there. Because it's going to interfere with that. So I could put them over on this wall. Because this wall doesn't have anything. I hope there's nothing over here. I should be able to just dig straight this way. And I could turn this into the big, like, sleeping area. Okay, so I've just come up with a brand new design for the villager rooms that's a lot more space efficient. So instead of having them go back and then to the side, I'm just going to have them go back, and then we're going to have, like, these 6 blocks right here. We'll have, like, 1 block of walking space, and then this will be the bed right here. So you can come in, you can get in the bed from this side, you can come over here, and I don't have to put job items in here, because the job items are going to be part of these shops. I can go ahead and put the extra shops that I wanted over on this side, since I'm not going to be using this side for the sleeping areas. So I can put extra shops over there. As long as I have the same amount of rooms as I do shops. So right now I've got 4 shops right here. I've got another 2 over here. So that's 6 shops. And then I could probably fit maybe another 4 or 5 shops over on that side. So that's like 10 or 11 shops, depending on how many I can fit over here in this entire space. So I need to have room for at least 11 beds. So I'm going to go ahead and keep making these. And there's going to be like a 2-block gap in between these. This is going to be the wall for both the rooms. So I'll have like this 1 block, and then the next room is going to be right here. I go over 2 blocks, and then I build the same thing over here. And then I just have to find another spot to put these. Because I could put some in here. The only thing is, we are going to have like the skeletons down there. I could try and put some over here, but I don't know how much space we've got. I'm going to start by doing one on this block, because this block I think is the wall. Yeah, that's the wall. So I can't break that block, but I can go back here. Now, I do know there's not a lot of space here to work with. So at any point, I could actually break through the mountain. At the moment, it seems to be fine. But I don't know how many of these I can actually fit in before we actually break through. Because I know over there, for sure, there's going to be a problem. Okay, so I was able to fit in 5 more rooms over on this side, which puts us at 12 rooms. I have more rooms than I do shops. So there is plenty of space for the villagers to live down here. I could actually get rid of one, like this one. I could get rid of this room if I wanted to. I'm going to leave them all in here because it's good to have like extra rooms. The next thing I do want to do is make a few more shops, because I don't know how many shops I can actually put in here until I actually build some more. Okay, so I've built up all of the shops here. I just have to fill in the wood here, and I did get 5 of these in. So that is going to be plenty for the underground village here. I'm going to go ahead and just connect up the wood right there. And then I do need to make the doors. I think I've got some extra doors in the chest over here. Let's see how many I've got. None. Oh, I have them on me. Okay, perfect. Now, I am going to need a bunch of doors for the actual rooms as well. So, I'm going to turn all of this wood into planks. And then I'm going to make, like, 15 doors. Oh, that's actually way more, because I've got 12 rooms. Actually, this might be enough, because I've got 12 rooms that needs doors. So, I'm going to put all of these down. And then I've also got these 5 right here. So I'll go ahead and put all these doors in. And then I just need to go over here and fill in the rest of these. So if I go and put all these doors down, we should have the perfect amount of doors. Yep, there we go. So I've got all of the doors put in. Now I just have to go in here and actually fill this stuff in with the actual stone bricks. So I'm going to do stone bricks here. The ceiling is just going to be whatever block is up there. Now, the only thing is, I don't remember what the block requirement is for the villager beds. So there's very specific requirements that the villagers need to actually use a bed. And I don't remember if they could actually use a bed if there's a block, like, right above it. So if I were to put this bed on here, I know for sure the baby villagers have to be able to, like, stand on the beds. But I don't know if you need to have, like, a full block or if you have to have 2 blocks. I'm going to put 2 blocks of space above just to be safe, so that way you can get on the bed. But I know definitely for the baby villagers, they do want to, like, jump on the beds because it's fun. So I'm going to go ahead and leave 2 blocks of space for the roof here. And it looks like for this area, it's mostly going to be dirt roofs. But in some of the other areas, there might be stone. But for all the walls, I can either go with stone bricks or regular stone. I think I'm just going to go with the stone bricks because it looks nicer. I just have to make sure that there's plenty of space in here so that the villagers can actually use the beds. Also, is it nighttime yet? It's actually just becoming nighttime, so I'll have to sleep. I'll go ahead and test out one of these sleeping pods to see exactly how good it is. But first, I'm going to go through here and get rid of all the dirt. The only room that's going to be iffy is this one. How much room do we have? Okay, perfect. I can get rid of all that without a problem. So now I just have to do these ones over here, and then that'll be it for the sleeping pods. Okay, so I've just cleared out the ceiling and all of the sleeping pods. So I'm going to go ahead and test this one out. I don't have, like, the full wall put in. I might as well finish it here so I can get the full experience of how small this is going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the bricks here, and we'll see what this looks like. Now, for the floor, I'm just going to do the stone like I've been doing for the rest of this area. Is just using the regular stone blocks like that. And then the walls, I'm going to do the bricks. And then for the ceiling, it's just whatever block is above you. In this case, it's dirt. So let's go ahead and sleep in the bed here. and it's pretty cozy. There's not a lot of space, but I do have space to get out of bed without getting stuck in the wall, which is nice. And now I can come out and I can go over to the shop over here and buy whatever they're selling. I don't know what the shop is going to be just yet. So I'm just going to fill all these in with stone bricks off camera. And then next episode, I'll put in all of the job items. And then I'm also going to be creating the front entrance here. So the way this is going to work is I wanted to build like a little like hut over here as kind of like the gatekeeper. And then they can let whoever wants to come in and out of here. So that's what I'm going to work on next episode. So I'm going to go and end the episode here. Just make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.